All right, sis. Tell YouTube. What's the date today?
I don't even know.
She doesn't even know the day of the week, guys. She's one of those that lives day to day, hour to hour, just like her dog right here. Right, Papa Ed. Sunny, gloomy. I guess this is a vibe, huh? On the Fridays. All right. Yep, yawning too. Well, goddamn. Yeah, guys, I faded up my sides yesterday, and I've been cutting hair myself for like 6 years. Just haven't had the time to actually cut my own hair. But for today, I already got it off the top, but as you can see up there, I had, let me see here. Can't even see it, but it's rice. It says arroz, but it's just rice. That's rice in English. For those who don't know what arroz means in Spanish, it's rice. Rice Krispies, pretty much. Plain. This is 80 grams right now. It's pretty fucking filled to the top, and I'm gonna throw in some milk to top that off. And it's pretty bland. So what I usually do is I'll throw in like some chocolate syrup and a little bit like sprinkles of sugar. But today, I've been contemplating whether I'm gonna do like chest, shoulder, and tricep, which is my push day, or throw in an arm day because I never have an arm day. But I think I'm gonna go with an arm day. But yeah, I keep saying chat, YouTube. We're gonna get it, baby. Let's make this cereal and get it in my belly, and we're gonna get it on the road. Let's do this. That's my man Bino right here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Bino. Alright, then I'll show you the video afterwards.
Yeah, no worries. Take it back. How is the day? Good?
Oh yeah, real good, bro. Oh, I gotta sign in, huh?
Okay.
Yo, what it do, my peeps? Again, so I want to cover up on my arm workout. I started to do drop sets, but what I will do is I'll start off with 4 sets. And as you see here, I'm doing tricep pull downs for about 3 to 4 sets between 12 and 15 reps. And I would do that for the first 2 sets, and the last 2 sets, I would start with the same weight that I started off before, and I would decrease 20 pounds just to make sure I get that squeeze and contraction. And I would do a drop set. So like say, for example, if I'm starting with 80 pounds, I would do my total 15 reps there. Then I would drop 20. So that would be 60 for another total 15. And then I would drop 40 to finish off that drop set for another 12 to 15 reps. Whenever you're performing these exercises, especially the tricep pull down, you want to make sure that your elbows are aligned to your body, aka your ribs. Whenever you pull down, as you can see, I'm choked up here on the rope. And what that does, it actually adds more emphasis on the tricep. So whenever I'm pulling down, you want to think about your wrist driving deep into the ground, and you want to pull them apart. And what that does, it's gonna hit the long head of the tricep, which is the back of the tricep, which is literally about 3/4 of your arm. So if you want big arms, to my fellas out there, make sure you're fucking going crazy on these squeezes. And on the negative, which is whenever the cable's pulling you upwards, you're in full control of that negative, aka going against gravity, because that's going to allow a deeper stretch, aka you're stretching those muscle fibers out, which equals to more gains. And more gains, more trains. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But for real, more gains on the arms to fill out those shirts, because I know you fellas out there, you want your ego really high, and you know whenever you're going out or whatever, you're with the homies and you want to flex on the girls, you have those tight shirts wrapping around those arms. But after that workout, we went to these dumbbell kickbacks, and what you're gonna see in this clip here is pay attention to my elbows. So the only thing that's going to be moving when you're working these kickbacks is from the elbow to the knuckles, right? You want to make sure that's the only thing moving. And on the way down, you want to ensure that the long head of the tricep, your elbow to your shoulder, is kind of parallel to the mirror or the wall in front of you. And whenever you start to fatigue, aka get tired, as you see, I go into these presses right here. What that's going to do is still going to work out your tricep, but it's also going to increase the pump and get more blood flow to that tricep. And guys, I swear to God, if you do these right and properly, you will grow tremendously over months. And I've always said this before to all my clients, and since day one of training, form is going to be a priority always. So make sure your form is on point and worry about the weight later. That's called ego lifting. If you're over here trying to impress, worry about the man next to you, you're already starting off with the wrong mentality, and it doesn't matter what the next man is doing in the gym. It doesn't matter. That applies to anything in life. You know, if a guy's looking better than you, doing better than you on social media, stop worrying about him. Fuck him. Worry about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror, and the results you get is the results you put in. So focus on yourself. Well, I'm getting off topic here, but do your form. Worry about form. Fuck the ego lifting. Check your ego at the door before you start worrying about the weight. So after this, I went to preacher curl. I actually haven't done preacher curls in a while, but what I usually do here is I'll do between 8 and 12 reps. And as you can see, pay attention to my grip. I actually start off with a wide grip here, which is going to work the outer head of the bicep. And whenever you change grips, which I like to do for one set, and I'll alternate between the outer grip and closer grip or inner grip. Inner grip's going to work the inner bicep. So it's going to be like the top head of the bicep. So whenever you hit a front stage pose, like a front double bicep, you actually build that peak, and you do that by doing inner grip. And what you want to ensure here is that your elbows and your triceps are on the pad or flush with the pad, and you're thinking about bringing your knuckles to your forehead. And you always want to control the weight, guys, especially in the negative. Whenever the negative is whenever you're going against gravity. So whenever the weight's pulling you down, you're ensuring that you're getting that full deep stretch in your bicep, and then you pull up. And usually I use on the negatives, I usually go to 1 to 2 seconds. So I'll count like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi on the negative, and then I'll squeeze real fast, like I'm pulling that barbell straight to my forehead, like if I'm trying to smash my brain in. But that's usually what you want to think about whenever you're hitting these. Don't think about the weight or trying to go too heavy, because to build arms, to be honest, all you really need is lots and lots of volume. For people who don't know what volume is, so you want a higher rep scheme. So you want to actually aim for between 10 to 20 reps whenever you're actually isolating the biceps. There's actually no need to go heavy, in my opinion, whenever you're hitting arms, just for the sake of there's such small muscle groups, and you don't need to do anything fancy to grow your arms. I know on social media you'll see these crazy workouts for arms, and you don't really need to do all that, because all it's going to do, one, you're not even, especially if you're starting out in the fitness industry or just trying to look good for your sake of your own health, you don't need to do these crazy workouts. Find what works for you. Stick to the basics, because the basics is literally the foundation, which is the butter, right? Whenever you're cooking a meal, what do you put first? The butter, aka the spray, the Pam spray. You want to build your foundation first, put the slab of concrete first, and then focus on the building blocks later. But yeah, so here's alternating curls. And what I always tell people in general, and my clients, I'm always going to refer to my clients, because they always want tips, and if they're ever unsure about something, which shout out to my clients, love you guys, they always want to know how to do or execute a exercise properly. When you're hitting these, you want to make sure you're bringing your pinkies up to your forehead and turning outwards, so pinkies out, so you get that extra squeeze on your biceps. And yeah, you want that juicy ass pump from these curls here by turning your wrist outwards. Then here we're moving on to these, I guess you can call them tricep extensions, but they're going to be unilateral. So it's like across the chest. And you want to think about your thumb. So since your thumb is on top, you want to tilt your thumb outwards, like you're trying to point your thumb the opposite direction of you. So I would say, like, if you're pushing your thumb out, right? You're going to push your thumb and point it as if somebody's standing diagonal from you. You want your thumb pointing in their direction at the end of each rep. And what that's going to do is ensure that you're getting the full range of motion on the tricep, and you're also working the long head on these as well. And these guys are kind of like 50-50. Some people like them, some don't. Just give them a try, see if you guys like them. If you don't, that's cool. It's all about preference, what works for you. And these right here, the V-bar attachment bicep curls. This is actually my first time ever doing them like this, or actually working them out with this V-bar attachment. And I do like these. I love the pump. It's real juicy. It's a similar variation of like a close grip preacher curl. But I don't like is how it's all metal. So it definitely puts a lot of pressure for those. I'm giving you a heads up. If you ever try these, the thumbs. If you look at my thumbs compared to this, that little ring on the V-bar, it actually puts a lot of pressure on my thumbs whenever I'm pulling upwards. And I'm not going to lie, it does bruise up your hands a little bit. So just be aware. You guys might not like it for that sake of that reason. But the pump is definitely there, similar to, like I said, is an inner grip preacher curl. But I usually perform about 12 to 15 reps on those. And then to keep that pump going, I move on to these crucifix curls. And as you can see, why it is called a crucifix curl, it's pretty obvious. So you want to think about you're hitting a front double bicep. You want to bring the shoulders back. You bring those elbows forward. And you're pulling your wrist, your knuckles into your temples, aka your ears if that's easier for you. But ensure that your elbows or your tricep is 90 degrees facing the outside. And here's my little rant. All right, guys, so let's hope I don't get fucking copyrighted. Yeah, I might get fucking copyrighted because all they do is play fucking mainstream here. But, so I'm sweating my balls off and I'm fucking hitting bis and tris, arms, right? So I'm trying to get it while I can. I'm sweating, the fucking pump, looking crazy. I'm about to get copyrighted. All right, fuck you. All right, I'm out. Let's go. All right, guys. Well, after that, anyways, I just move on to these till failure. I usually finish off with like some light dumbbells, grab a set of 15s or 20s, and I do them together. And I usually do 2 sets or 3, depending on how I'm feeling that day, till failure. And that's going to complete this arm day. I love you guys so much, man, for real. I appreciate every single one of you. Drop a like. It means the most. I'll catch you guys later. All right, peeps, what I was saying was I don't want to get copyrighted. That's why I don't try to stream inside the actual gym with the loud mainstream music playing. But I'm in the posing room. It's pretty bright in here. But anyway, that's besides the point. Today was arm day. I don't ever, and it's rare when I have an arm day. And then when it comes to bodybuilding, arms is one of the things that I lack on the most. It's one of my weak muscle groups along with my calves and traps. So what I do is on the days that I'm supposed to rest, I usually hit an arm day. It's very rare. I need to do it more often, but at least I recognize one of my weak points. And what do you do on those rest days? I recommend that you work on your weak muscle groups. So if you lack in an area, throw in that body part once per week. And what I mean by that is like if you're training back, right, and your back is lagging, if you're hitting it twice a week, throw it in one more day of that week. I'm not saying go crazy on it, but throw in some sets, get that working on your back. And I promise you with time, with perfect execution, you will grow your back. But yeah, guys, that's my arm day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys, man. I appreciate all the support. I'm getting mad love from the rest of the videos. And fellow gym member, just say what's up.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I get mad love on the past videos, so I appreciate that, man. I love you guys. Please like, share, and comment in the section down below if you guys want me to cover anything on a specific topic. Any muscle groups, anything fitness related or not. I help you guys out. Love you guys, man. Pee-wee, I'm out. Peace.